This year, we will reach $1.25 million in total revenue. And next year, I'm projecting $1.5 million in total revenue. And that's based on selling about 1,800 customers, approximately $830 of product each. And that would bring me to the $1.5 million mark. Before we started the program, this dealership was doing $10,000 to $13,000 a month in accessory sales. As a matter of fact, the month before we started, it was $6,000 and something. The first month that we put the major effort into this, that was in February 1st, February of this year, we did $52,000. Since then, the product has grown to, in the first 8.5 months, we did over $1 million in sales. We sold over 1,200 customers accessories. Each customer bought on average 1.5 items, and the average sale to each customer who purchased was about $830. The ownership felt that, there was revenue on the table that they were capturing by presenting these options to the customer. So they initiated the efforts to develop a relationship with Insignia and to train the staff and to utilize the program. And they're ecstatic. I mean, obviously they're ecstatic with the revenue it's producing. Insignia has a thing where you could pull up how you do against people who sell similar brands. To you and how you rank with them nationwide. Well, after the first month, we had moved up to second place, and the principal owner came to me and says, "What does that tell you?" And I said, "Well, it tells me that second place is the first loser." It's in the presentation. You go to that screen, they make it, first of all, very easy to select the vehicle that the person's buying. You do it by year initially, so someone's purchasing a 2011 Camry. So you put in 2011, next would be Toyota, next would be Camry, then the actual model. And then boom, up on the screen comes all these accessories that that person can purchase right in front of them. And they've got it so you can enlarge it with the 32-inch screen we use for our presentation purposes. We can blow that accessory up to that whole 32-inch screen, and they see it. And then we can put it on a car in front of them. So, it's doing the work for us. And, it's very, very difficult to explain what something's going to look like on a car. You say body side molding, you say a spoiler, you say this. And people they're trying to visualize it, but they can't. And unless you've got something in front of you specifically to show that, they're not going to be able to visualize it. Well, now I can put it on a screen, I can put it on a large car, and they can see, gee, that's what the spoiler will look like in my car. That's what the molding will look like in my car. I want that. And so many people that initially said, gee, I'm not so sure. They see it, oh, wow, yeah, I want that. That's how they make life easy for me. We've had many customers come in before they even got here, before they bought the vehicle, who have accessed that program through our website and know exactly what accessories they want. So they'll come in, oh, I know this program already, and I want this, 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 and this. And you'll say, great. Then you'll build the car right up there in this nice, beautiful color and everything, and show them, okay, this is what you wanted. And then obviously we're going to see if we can sell something else as well. As they watch the vehicle being built, you can see the excitement in their eyes, that they're personalizing it. Instead of just, it's the vehicle going out the door that looks like every other vehicle we've sold, this is theirs. And to see the excitement in their eyes when they pick that vehicle up and those accessories are installed like they want them to be installed, it's funny, they focus more on the accessories at that point than they do the vehicle itself. And they're just proud, they love it, they love the whole way it's presented. We have this program in Massachusetts, or actually in New England, called Dealer Radar. And what Dealer Rater does is allows the customer to make comments. Toyota of Braintree is ranked #1 in the New England region, so we're very happy about that. And more often than not, on the Dealer Rater comments, they will comment about the accessories, how they didn't get any pressure on it, but how happy they were with the accessories that were put on their vehicle. The first thing, and probably the most important, is to make sure that every single customer that purchases the vehicle gets a presentation. You're just leaving dollars on the table if you don't do that. I think it's also important that we've gone out of our way to learn our products. I also think word tracks are important. I mean, you really have to know and develop word tracks. And we do training in here to let the staff know, use this word track, to sell body side moldings. Use this word track to sell alarms with remote starts. So everybody's essentially on the same page using presentations that have proven to be successful and critical. There has to be a relationship between sales, parts, and service to make this work. And in this store, it's been wonderful. When we started this process, I met with the principals in service that will make the work get done, not the bosses, but the people are going to make it get done, and the people in parts. And we just said, let's work together to do this. I think it's important to get a program like the Insignia program. It's so difficult to explain accessories. People can't visualize things. So to be able to present it to them, to show it to them on a screen, on a large screen like we're using, to have a car that you can build, I think that's very, very important. And also equally important if you can have sample vehicles in the showroom to show it as well. But they're focusing on that screen, and that I think is very, very important. The advantage of the Insignia is the minute that something gets sold, it gets immediately emailed to parts. Parts then pulls the order to see if they've got that in stock, and if it has to be ordered. I'll meet with them on a daily basis and say, okay, is this in stock? Yes, this is in stock. Okay, let's make sure we have the RO, and let's make sure this gets installed so that it will be installed on a timely basis. The sales staff will not support this if, in fact, the items aren't being put on the vehicles. And if they are, then they think it's great because it's, it works for them, their customer's happy and everything. But if the customer shows up and that's not on the vehicle, the sales staff will not be supportive of selling accessories in the future. I think it's mutual respect. I think you walk in, you explain to them what you're trying to accomplish, and you say, you've got a job to do, I've got a job to do, let's do it together, we'll all be proud. They're proud as heck in there is what's happening right now. Parts revenue is obviously going up because all the parts that our sales force sells as accessories, they get credit for. Service time is going up because they're installing the parts that we're selling here in the sales floor. And if everybody sits down initially and says, this is a win-win-win for all of us, all we got to do is work together. But I think the key thing is respect.
Hi, I'm David Stringer, president of Insignia Group. I appreciate you taking 9 minutes of your time to learn how Bill DeTellis leveraged our solution and process to generate $830 of additional gross revenue per car. To thank you for your time, I'm offering your dealership our all-inclusive program at our basic program price of $199 per month for the first 3 months. This will provide you with OE and aftermarket accessories for all major makes and models. Call us at 888-579-4458, extension 1. Tell us that Bill referred you, and we'll get you started. Like Bill said, it's like leaving money on the table.